Welcome back. This is Zone Soldier 86, and we have ourselves a level imported into GoldenEye Setup Editor that we have created by hand, and and it has replaced the Congo Jungle level. And just by reaching this point alone, a person can really appreciate just the sheer amount of work that we have accomplished so far. And this is what it will look like in game. If we literally export this into the game as is, our characters can, in fact, play this level. Unfortunately, because we talked about the clipping, they will not be able to traverse all of the boxes and platforms and things that we have put in here because we have not changed our clipping from the Congo level. So if we load this up as is, the characters will walk along the platforms as they had done in the Congo jungle level. So we will need to edit clipping and objects and such. In fact, our characters now are being spawned in the middle of the air, and we have a spawn point that's right over this pit, which means that as soon as the character will spawn, they'll just die right away. So we we will need to do quite a bit of editing, and we'll go through that through several videos here. So as you can see right now, it looks fantastic. We got all our textures in there, and we can navigate around this as we were able to with the Congo jungle level. However, one thing I need to make mention right away is that the colors and lighting seems to be a little off. And what we're going to do right away to fix that is we're going to go to the mode, and we're going to switch mode to light sources. And we're going to just say these parameters are okay. Now we're in edit light sources. And by clicking this down here, unfortunately, the setup editor, whether it's a glitch or whether it's just a neglected oversight, you cannot get to this mode by cycling through these different modes by clicking on this area here. And unfortunately, to edit the lighting, we need to go to mode, switch mode in the upper piece here, tab over to light sources and click. So we're going to get in that mode. We're going to right click anywhere on your level. I'll just pick this piece right here, and we're going to go to insert light source and insert sun. Okay, now our level is completely dark, and a person would freak out sitting there and go, wow, I just ruined my level. But we did not. We're going to right click on that little yellow dot that just showed up, which is representative of a sun in the lighting source here in the GoldenEye Setup Editor engine, and we are going to right click and select the edit light source properties. And we get a giant dialog box here. Now, this is what I was talking about before when we were in Blender. We can adjust each of the different rooms and how their lighting is affected. What I like to do is I like to make everything fully bright because it's just easier to see and won't cause too many issues with us having to adjust lighting and the direction of where the light is coming from, et cetera, et cetera. If you're advanced and you want to mess with the direction of the light as if it was a sun beaming down on the platforms and that kind of thing, you can adjust all of this stuff up in these tabs and these dialog boxes. What we are going to be concerned with to get full bright, which means we're going to have full light on every piece of geometry, is we're going to go to power, change it to 10, saturation, change it to 10, minimum light intensity, change it to 10, max light intensity, change it to 10. And the bottom here, we're going to say, whoops, my screencastify is in the way. We're going to say apply changes, and we're going to say okay. Now we have a fully bright representation of our level geometry. Now it will be temporary. What we need to do is we need to do something called bake the lights. So I'm going to click on just anywhere again on the level that we've created. And in that dialog box, we have an option for bake BG file all rooms. And we're going to click that. It's going to ask if we want to do that. We're going to say yes. Now we have permanently added lights to our level, so it will not go dark again, or it won't have any other random interpretation of what the lighting sources will look like. Obviously, if you are into adjusting the lighting, you will need to, accommodate for each of the different rooms that you have. And then when you are all done with your lighting sources, you may need to remember to bake that BGF file. That's a file that we saved, if you can remember when we went through all those dialog boxes and we were saving texture files, .txt. There's a BGF file that we saved that will account for that. So now that we've got our lighting in, the next thing we'll talk about is our transparency that we need to accommodate for right here. So next video.